Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm gonna go ahead and update Matic. People have questions on Matic. They think it's gonna start dropping like a rock, and that's what they thought about here and here and here, and it's still going up. So it's in a correction, guys. I'm gonna go over the overall picture with Matic, and the situation is, guys, is the reason you got these crypto assets making the moves that they're making is because the uncertainty in the market. All right. You have a lot of people that are scared and uncertainty, what's going on in the macro environment. And what that causes is a lot more chop, even though they're just still struggling to get up there. Okay. So I'm going to go over the whole idea of what I have here with Matic, guys, is that still price target 2023 about $3. It could get up to 450 in those areas. I think what Matic has done is a 1-2 in a lower sequence. It's a 1-2. Now it's another second wave correction in there. So it could be a good time to start checking out Matic on this correction, guys, depending on what it's going to do in there. Okay. Now, the big question is that area of its correction, it wasn't that deep. And that's true. That's true. But if you come down here to this area on Matic, these types of moves are not uncommon. You can see it's three wave, and then this one was deep on that second wave correction. But these types of moves right here, guys, are not uncommon in to see these. Phantom did it in a fourth wave. They go boom, and then they correct. And sometimes if they're somewhat more bullish, that can't happen with these assets too, where they have a shallow correction. Okay. So let me clean this up. I'll show you guys something here. So the thing is that with Matic, it didn't have a deep wave 2 correction over here because it has all this support behind it. So you have to realize with Matic, it has a 1-2, a 3-4, and it's going up for this 5. Okay. So it has all this support behind it. This whole wave sequence works together from back here to complete this wave sequence. Okay. So it could have had a shallow wave 2 correction just because of the bullishness behind Matic. It's up and to the right, guys, to complete this wave 5, in my opinion. It's in the RSI. I'll go to the RSI with you real quick. I'll show you. RSI data will tell you this. All right. So you don't have the wave 1 here in the weekly on this chart, okay? But you have this right here for your wave 3 peak, okay? It came back down and finished off a little wimpy wave 5 right there that you can see kind of goes with this wave 1. You know, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the third wave. All the way back down here to reset that cycle to go up into this 5th wave. So now it's gone up in here. Now you're going to get more of a correction, okay? So this area with Matic, you had a wave 1. It's correcting, and this is probably wave 1 of the 3. Now it's going to be coming down a little bit more in that RSI, and now it's going to be going in this, okay? That's going to be the third wave of the 5th wave, okay, in my opinion. So that's how I see that, just breaking it down. Now, I'll go into this area into a daily chart and break that down for you guys. All right. It's just going to go through some chop. And this section right here is a higher sequence wave 1 and back down over here for the 2 in this area. Okay. So 3, 3, and then back down here for 3. And then this wave is going to be a lower sequence of this wave. So it's going to be a wave 1 of this wave. And wherever this wave 2 is going to end, can come all the way back down to $1 potentially, depending how much selling is going to go on in there, because there's a lot of selling going on because it has a 5th wave extension in this wave. That's how I know people are selling it and have targets kind of like this for Matic, guys. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that third wave of this 1, 2, 3, and if this 4, and then complete that 5 with a price target of about $3.20. Okay. Now there's a lot of questions in this move that it made here too. Just because of this this mess that it made in there. So that is definitely questionable with it, and it's not following up into the RSI for me either, guys. Just because the highest peak on the RSI, you take a look at this right now, and this area is right here, and it has bearish divergence all the way up to there, okay? So that's definitely questionable for Matic. And it could be in a situation where this whole thing can become a correction, and it's still going to swing probably to the same area. Okay. So this area right here is what you want to pay attention to for the time being on Matic. Okay. So here's Matic on that. I'm going to go to a 2-hour. And this looks like to me it has a fifth wave extension. Okay. So that means there's extra selling in the asset. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5, probably down to like $1.20, maybe in this area for Matic. So it's once it's complete with this sequence, all right, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be a 3-wave swing over here, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you want to see. You want to check for this 3-wave swing on Matic. Okay, let me do a 4-hour chart, just like so. Okay, so if I get an extension, let's say it's going to finish at 120, does a 50% bounce back up to the fourth wave target area is usually like where they go. So $1.39, 38, something like that. That 1-to-1 for $1.08, and it can whiz all the way back down to 92 cents. And if it happens to do that, okay, that's definitely going to scare some people out of the market. They're going to think it's going to go bearish again. It's going to reverse in that area, but that's what I'd be checking out. I don't think it's going to whiz down there, but you just never know. It can't do a 1.618. It's definitely coming into an area where it's going to bounce. Okay, see how low it is in the RSI, that 4-hour. Let's check the 6-hour. Yeah, the 6-hour RSI, it's coming down pretty deep. So it's coming into an area more likely where it's going to do a bounce, and then you want to see that 3-wave swing come back around with Matic. Okay. For this whole thing, the issue that I have with this whole thing being a correction, just taking a look at that, this whole thing being a correction, that really means that Matic really has to have a lot of pressure to get back, down to these areas, guys. It'd be a very odd structure to me that this would be 1, 2, and then let's say a 1 and then a 2 way over here. So it'd be in a second wave correction from August all the way to say March or April. And you can't rule that out, guys. I mean, to be straight with you, you can't rule that out. But if that's going to be the area and this whole thing's going to be the 2, then this will be a serious wave 3 thrust. But I still think more than likely this is some strange chopped up wave 1, 2 that it made. That this is just the market, like the uncertainty in the market. That's what the charts are telling me right now, guys. The charts are just telling me people don't want to buy. Do they buy, not buy? Or some people are in, they're like, oh my God, this is it. And they're out. And just the uncertainty in the market is what's creating these waves, guys. Not so right here, bottom had a strong wave. And now we're over here in this chop and this uncertainty caused by the macro environment and everything. But eventually, at some point in 2023, Matic's going to finish this sequence, guys, more than likely. As long as nothing is wrong with the chain or anything happens, for example, no black swan event happens or anything, it's going to come up and make that move. So it's going to take some time and some patience with Matic, guys. Just watch the correction. I have targets there, $1.10 down to as low as like the 90-cent area to see what it's going to do. But otherwise, it looks pretty good to me. So this could be an opportunity. You have to look at this too because of the excessive selling. I'll show you what I was talking about. If I go to a 2-hour chart, the excessive selling on this wave sequence that it made, here's your 3rd, came back up for a 4th, and this has become an extended 5th wave, in my opinion. So people saw this back up, and now they're just selling out of it. Okay, those that are doing it may create an opportunity for you to get it back down here at these areas, the 90-cent area, to ride this wave. So then you can ride from 90 to say, $2 for a 2x. Or maybe even up to $3 for potential 3x. So that's how I'm looking at that. The market right now is, in my opinion, creating opportunities for some people. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.